I want to talk to you now about the tango compás, or bar, or phrase, okay? From now on, I'm just going to say compás, but what that means is the phrase, right? The basic phrase. And the basic phrase of tango is based around, in this case, we're going to be playing in the key of A, and it's based around the relationship of the B flat chord to the A chord. They're both major chords. Those chords are, it's not very often in Western music that you hear that kind of relationship, major to major, a half step away from each other, okay? So it really gives one, the beginnings, it quickly establishes you as playing certain kinds of music. There are a few kinds of music that do that, but basically flamenco on guitar, if you hit a B flat chord like this, and then you hit an A chord like this, people are going to think you're playing flamenco, okay? Or that you're about to play flamenco anyway. The particular B flat chord that I'm using is, it uses an open D string, okay? So this string always stays open, okay? So I'm playing B flat on the A string, and then open D, B flat on the third string, and then D on the second string, and then an open E, okay? So it's a very, again, it's something that will allow you to be heard as a flamenco player immediately when you use the kinds of harmonies that are appropriate to the style. If you're playing a regular B flat chord, then it's just not going to sound as flamenco as if you're playing with this open D here and with that open E on top. Okay? So let's look at that chord real carefully. I'm only using 3 fingers down on the frets, right? It's my 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 5th string, okay? So just 3 fingers, 4, 3, and 1, and respectively on 2, 3, and 5, okay? And that leaves both open strings. The D and the E string are both open, so you get a very, very particular kind of sound. You want to make sure you're playing that chord. And then you resolve to the A major. And you can play the A major any way you want. You can play it here, you can play it here, you can play it here, right? However you feel most comfortable with it. I like to do this baby bar, what I call it, a half bar here on the 4th and the 3rd strings, okay? And it leaves that open B string there if I want it, and then play the A sharp, the C sharp there on the A chord on the 2nd string with my 2nd finger. Okay? And that allows for a couple of different kinds of maneuvers that you've seen me do already. Okay? So once again, it's just an A major chord like every A major chord you've ever learned. Those would be the notes A, E, A, C sharp, and E. But now we're going to play them with just the 2 fingers. The 1st finger is going to make a little baby bar, which is going to leave the 2nd string open. So you're just going to be barring the 4th and the 3rd strings with the 1st finger. And then the 2nd finger is going to play the 2nd string there on the 2nd fret. Okay? Okay? And as you can see, my 3rd and 4th fingers are just hanging out here doing nothing, right? And they will easily fall to the 2 frets above where the other fingers are here to make up the upper part of the B flat chord. Okay? And this is the way you want to practice the movement between chords.